What is going on, indie scene of music, movies, and video game lovers? Matthew Cross, also known as Dark1778, and this is Indie Review number 2. Sorry for the delay. This editing is taking a little bit longer than I would have liked. I'm trying to do these shows every Thursday. Obviously, life dictates whether or not that gets done. So let's get into it. What band are we going to review today?
For the first time in years, there's a light up ahead. It's calling, calling.
It's pulling me closer.
Reborn within, now I'm shedding my skin. It's falling, falling.
The weight off my shoulders.
'Cause I can't stay chained to my secrets. No, I can't stay.
Alright, so, Like a Storm, End of the Beginning, which is a funny title for the CD overall because there is actually a band that came out with a song called End of the Beginning called Spineshank. So I find the dichotomy alone interesting. But there is so much overlap when it comes to song titles and album titles nowadays that it's not even funny. But Like a Storm, as you heard in that 30-second clip, that is a song called Change Tomorrow. That is easily my favorite song. What I do with these reviews is I will essentially be putting the song that I like the most as the intro of who these guys are. So Change Tomorrow is easily hands down my favorite song. Best lyrics, best meaning, best depth of meaning in lyrics that you can find. For me, the biggest thing I've always tried to find with indie music is not just so much is it different, does it have a different flavor of style or any of that stuff. What do the lyrics mean? What is there about the lyrics in a song or an album that means something? Because in all honesty, a lot of the stuff we get has no substance that is, in the mainstream. We have a lot of crap. We have a lot of that there's no depth of soul, shall we say, in those mainstream artist type music anymore. I mean, you get some of it, but I mean, there's a lot of you get a lot of the T-Pain, auto-tune stuff, and there's just, it's hard to find like legitimately good, deep, meaningful music. And these guys, from what I've listened to so far, have got that. I mean, their newest song is a little interesting. It's I love the way you hate me. I get it, but on the same note, it is not exactly what I'm looking for when I do these type of reviews. I'm looking for, these guys, I will tell you right now, sound a lot like Godsmack. Crunchy guitars. The vocals are a lot cleaner than Sully's are by a whole hell of a lot. But they have a different range. Godsmack is very strictly hard rock. That is Godsmack. These guys tend to be more all over the place with their music. Godsmack has done one acoustic album. These guys put it, like Change Tomorrow is not a hard, crunchy rock song. It is more of a ballad type song. So these guys aren't afraid to experiment on the CD, whereas Godsmack, for the most part, is pretty formula driven with what they do, and it's fine. But on the same note, I like a little variety on an album, and these guys provide that. Some of my favorite songs are Chemical Infatuation and Just Save Me as well. Those are probably the other two favorite songs of mine off this album. So if you're a fan of Godsmack and you want something with a little more variety than a Godsmack album normally has, I would highly recommend giving Like a Storm a listen to and see if that is the type of music that floats your boat, because I know it does for me. So you guys know what to do. Rate it, subscribe. Peace.